All right, you ready to go, yes, sir?
Whenever you're ready, bud.
All right.
So we have a lot of responsibility in the rec department. I manage the Civic Center, which is a 25,000 square foot community center in town, which is a fabulous building, a great resource for the town. We act as stewards for all the ball fields in town, so I believe there's 27 ball fields, soccer, lacrosse, baseball towns. We work with the DPW to schedule those. We manage 2 seasonal pools. I manage a full-time staff of about 6, and we have a seasonal staff of about over 140 seasonal workers, so lifeguards, camp counselors, pool maintenance, you name it. So it's a lot of moving pieces during the summertime. And we obviously are programming what we're known for. So we have a good programming base throughout the year. I think last year we had about 9,000 participants in all of our programs. And then we obviously Norwood knows us for all of our fun special events. So Norwood Day, Extravaganza, Breakfast with Santa, Winter Carnival. Most recently we just had the Ice Cream 5K. So we do all that fun stuff for Norwood. It kind of started when I was a kid. My dad grew up on the Cape. That's where I grew up, Brewster, Massachusetts. He actually was very involved with the rec department there, organizing T-ball, Little League. That's kind of how I got introduced to recreation. From a young age, I was out. Sometimes he would just bring me along, but lining fields, officiating, doing registrations. So even when I was a young kid, middle school, high school, I kind of got exposed to recreation, and it really is a great field. You can touch a lot of residents and you can make a real difference in the community. And that's kind of how I got involved in recreation to start. From there, I kind of worked in college athletics for 10 years. I worked at Fitchburg State University and Boston University, and they're called their athletic departments. A great experience, but my heart was kind of always with recreation. Like I said, I love the impact you can make on a community, and you can be creative with programming. You can feel like you really make a difference within a community. Definitely my family. I'm a big family guy. I have a wonderful daughter, Evelyn, son, Teddy, my wife, Nicole. My wife is my partner in crime. She's terrific. She realizes that in my field, it's not your Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. You're working weekends, you're working weekday nights, board meetings, special events. So she's been super supportive of my career path and me being involved in recreation. So they are the most important people in my life. I know it's a standard answer, but my dad. Growing up, seeing how hard he worked, he actually owned a private business when we were growing up, and he was really involved in recreation. He'd always make time, even after work, to play ball, shoot baskets. So even after a long day, he'd still come home and share those memories with me. He was a big part of my life growing up, and he still is. So definitely my dad. I had a 1988 Volkswagen Jetta that I barely fit in. I always joked around. I played basketball in high school, so a lot of my friends are tall, like 6'6", 6'5", 6'4", and I was old for my grade, so whenever we went on trips, I was usually the one to drive because I had my license first, and it was hysterical to see like 4 guys that were like 6'6", 6'4", 6'3", crammed in an '88 Jetta that I barely fit in myself. So it was a good car. I liked it.
What was the color?
Gray, silver. Always been impartial to cookie dough. Cookie dough ice cream, you can't go wrong. Oh, I love the fall. So anything fall. I love Halloween, I love Thanksgiving, I love fall in New England. It's one of my favorite times of year. My wife and I got married in the fall. You have the kids, and Halloween has always been one of my biggest favorite holidays. I don't know why, but Halloween's always been a good one in my book. I didn't have any nicknames, but in college I had an interesting one. So I walked on at Plymouth State for the basketball team, and my first day of tryouts when we were doing suicides, one of the upperclassmen called me Jervis Farley. And for 4 years in college, that was my nickname. It stuck. The first day of tryouts, that was just some upperclassmen didn't know my name, and obviously they shouldn't. I wasn't very good anyway, but we were doing sprints up and down. He called me Jervis, and it just stuck for 4 years. That was my college nickname growing up. Or not growing up, but in college. I didn't really have a nickname in high school or middle school, but the first year of college, I got stuck with that one. Oh, I think we kind of hit on it all. Like I said, I'm very lucky to have this position. Not one day is the same. I feel like as a rec department and myself included, I feel like we really get to make an impact in the community. It's something that I really love doing, kind of trying to follow my dad's footsteps with recreation, and it's something I thoroughly enjoy.